Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Mirror in the Fog. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's two back-to-back fog puzzles, and both from Meggen033. Now, Monday's one was kind of the town village series, and this one is the one and only kind of line series. So really good to be playing both of them this week. Now, of course, here is a mirror in a mysterious fog in the forest. And I'm going to say it's clearly not a very functional mirror because Sleuth is looking at it and there's like, I don't know, a shadow, an imp staring back at him. All I would say is if you do come across a mirror that shows you something creepy on the other side, don't do what Sleuth is doing and study it. Run away as quickly as you possibly can. I don't know if it was actually on this channel or elsewhere I was describing the fact that, yes, I am a grown man, but I am scared of mirrors and I am scared of the dark, which are both depicted in this thumbnail. Anyway, let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule set. It's not Halloween after all, with Mirror in the Fog by Meggen033 and the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Nothing unusual here. There is one and only one grey palindrome line which reads the same forwards or backwards. So what that means is this line, this grey line that's clearly doing something like that through the fog that you can see, and this one, are essentially the same line, the same palindrome. And therefore the first cell and the last cell have to be the same for it to be possible to be read forwards and backwards. So keep that in mind. Digits in cages do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. So that means these two cells must add up to 12. That's kind of what it means. There will be some other cages, I imagine, elsewhere in the fog. A black dot between cells indicates cell values with a 2 to 1 ratio. Excuse me. If this is a 2, this would have to be 1 or 4. You can see that there's clearly a black dot here joining these two cells. And essentially it's saying one cell is double the other. A white dot between cells indicates cell values with a consecutive. So if this cell here is 2, this would have to be 1 or 3, so that it is indeed consecutive. Explicitly here, not all dots are given, so that means if this is a 4 and this is a 3, clearly consecutive, clearly in a 2 to 1 ratio, all of that is allowed under today's rule sets. And then last but not least, of course, is the fog. The grid is partially covered with fog, and correctly placing digits will clear the fog around that cell. So if any of these cells are correct, let's say that 3, all of the surrounding cells are covered in fog, will be revealed and hopefully gives us more clues to allow us to proceed. That's all the rules we have for today. So as always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. You can clearly tell I'm still a little bit under the weather here. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. So for my benefit, what I'm just going to do is color these as purple and these two as blue, because I know based on the kind of the palindrome, in fact, this cell and this cell are the same as well. That all of these digits are the same. Now, what is that telling me? In particular, this setup here is like very telling, I think. So there is a cell interesting. So blue and green are consecutive. And this cell, which is not blue, is also consecutive to green. So essentially, green is in the middle digit between what is almost certainly the lower digit because of that 2 to 1 ratio, and then the higher digit in here. So something like what occurs to me naturally is 3, 2, and 4, and therefore 3 and 4, and to complete the 8 cage, 8 and 8. Sorry, the 12 cage, pardon me. Now, I feel like this is forced. I can't think of, because essentially these two cells, simple maths. Green is in between them, and green is consecutive with the blue and this cell. And therefore, there's a difference between these two that is 2, exactly 2. And for it to be in a 2 to 1 ratio, one cell has to be double the other. Now, Oh, yes, of course. I was going to say that I could actually reverse them, but that's not true because of the 12 cage. If 4 was blue, sorry, if 2 was blue and this was 4, that would make it 2 in here and have to have 10 inside purple, which is not possible. So that is indeed 4, that is 4, that is 2, and this is 8, and all of that is forced. We're off and racing. Excuse me. Now, I am going to probably remove some of these colors. I'm going to say these are purple. I'm going to do them in strips of 3, just so that I have roughly my bearings of what is... I can't actually see where this one is going. Feels like it's going here, so that it can kind of loop back, but I'm not actually sure. So I'm just going to leave it as such for now. Excuse me. So 4 and 8 are down here. And I mean, we've given a lot of information, but I'm not entirely certain how to use it. So let's give an example. The 9 can't be on any of the white crop key dots because they're consecutive and the 8 is not available. So 9 is in one of these 2 cells, which also means 9 is in one of these 2 cells. Same challenge with the white crop key dot. If that's a 9, that would have to be an 8, which is again not available. So that's the 9. That was the first blue, and that's the 9 in here. Then one of them is 1, 2, and one of them is 5, 6, or 7. So one of them definitely has it. So this cell is 5 or 7, as is this cell. Did that make sense? So the remaining digits in this box are 1, 2, and then 5, 6, 7. I only need the 6 with one of the 5 or 7s. So the remaining digits is the 5, 7. Right. And then the 5 couldn't be next to a 4, so it would have to be 6. And the 7 couldn't be next to a 4, so it would have to be an 8. So this is, sorry, a 6. So it's always a 6 because it couldn't be next to an 8. Which removes 6 from this group. So that's the 1, 2 group. And this is the 5, 6, 7 group with a definite 6. That means that there is another 5, 7 in here. Oh, hang on. We actually know where the next blue cell is. It's this cell, which is not 4 or 8. So that's not 4 or 8. That is a 4, 8 pair. And to complete this, this is 5 or 7. So that's the 5 or 7. That's completing row 6 here. And then this cell is a 1, which I think places a decent amount of pressure, enough to say that this is 7 and this is 8, because I couldn't make this 5 and this 10. So 7 and 8 and 5, which gives me 5, 7, 8 is here, and this is blue. And then these 3 cells, I'm going to give them green. These 3 are green, if I can actually select them. The first and third green digit are 1 and 3. That 3 gave me 1 and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2, I can't even read. And I don't know what this cell is, doesn't matter. These are clearly not 5s. This is 6, 7 pair. That 7 gave me a 6 and a 7. Excellent. I can probably keep on coloring. After green comes yellow. This is almost certainly the third cell, but I mean, it could do that, for example. So I'm going to leave it. These are 1, 3, and 6. Can't even type 6. These are 2, 5, and 9. The 8 cage, well, okay, so it's made up of a low digit, which is 1, 2, or 3. But essentially it's either 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5. Now I can see 1, 2, and 3 are all not this cell. So this is the 5, 6, or 7. This is the 1, 2, or 3. Can't be a 1, can't be a 7. So this is 5 or 6. This is not 2, 3. And I can tell it's only 2 cages. The rule, remember, has no repeats. So this is not a 2, 3 pair. This is a 1, 4 pair. How is that helpful? Let's just think. It's not 1, Could be 2 or 3. It's not 4. Could be 5 or 6. Yeah, it's not very helpful. Well, it's not 3. Right, let's try this again. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3. They can all see this cell. It's not 4. They could be 5s. They could be 6s. I think they could be 7s as well, but it couldn't be 8 and 9. Okay, bit more helpful. But only just, really. Sudoku says this is an 8. This is yellow. And this is not, well, I guess yellow could technically go up here as well. So I was going to say it's not 5, 6, 7, but I don't think I can use that. Rest of this box, so I need another 2, 3, which is clearly not in here. Then I have another 5, 6, 7, and a 9. With a definite 9 in one of these two cells. So it'll be quite interesting to see which one is the next yellow. Because it can't be 5, 6, 7, but it could be 9. So if either of these are the next one along, it will be a 9. Anyway, that's not enough information. Let's just this cell now is not 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically could be 5, could be 6, could be 7 again, but it can't be 8 and it can't be 9. Excuse me, and this is another 5, 6, 7, just completing column 2. In here, I have the third 5, 6, 7, as well as a 4, I'm going to say. And then these two cells are just known. They are 9 and 3. 3 and 9 in here. It's not enough. I feel like I'm running all over the place and not quite getting it. I'm fairly sure this is, no, again, I mean, I can see that the line, you can see it peeking from the corner in here, that this is sort of the palindrome. But I don't know if this is going down and that. So I can't assume that this is the next cell either. Excuse me. I feel like, unless I'm missing some obvious Sudoku, which is, let's be honest, often the case, just double checking, that the next step is kind of the 11 cage, which just feels so strange. We know it's not 3, 8, but it can be 9 and 2. I see nothing wrong with 4, 7. And I do see something wrong with 5, 6. It would break these two cells. It would essentially break this one. Okay, so that's fully pencil marked. In fact, that's not 4, therefore that's not 7. So that is fully pencil marked. Just again, not enough. So 5, 6, 7, and 8 are not here. 8, in fact, is none of these cells in box 2. That's an 8. It's a very difficult 8 to spot, I would say. That's the third yellow, and if you remember, I said the third yellow, because this is not 5, 6, 7, would have to be the 9. So that's 9. That's 9 here. That's the next 3. They're going to be orange. These are the next 3. They're going to be orange. Next 3, they're red. Next 3, they are red. That one here, and this red is interesting because, so let me just make sure I pencil mark these correctly. This is 1, 3, 6, but apparently not a 6, so neither are 6. This is 4, 8, and it can't be an 8, so that's just 4. These are 8s, and that's the last digit in the palindrome. Excellent. We haven't quite revealed the fog, so I do want to do that. This cell is 259 and it's not 9. This is 25. That's not 9. Don't know what this cell is. In fact, 9 in here gave me 7 and 4. Had I been paying attention, that's 4. That is not a 7. These are 5 6s. So that is the 7 in here. Don't know what these are. 2 5. Don't know what these are. I can probably do a decent job of pencil marking them. Half tempted to. I may as well. I mean, this is what the puzzle is all about after all. Although there's probably plenty of Sudoku for me to still do. Sorry, keeping an eye. Actually, let's just do the column. This is 1 2 3. So this is 1 2 3. This cell is, and I can see it can be 1. It could be 2. It could be 3. It's not 4. It could be 5. This is not great. It could be 6. It's not 7, 8, or 9. That's still a lot of pencil marks. Not sure that was useful. Shall we think about these revealed black crop dots and white crop dots? Kind of being leathered around the nose a bit by them. Not an 8. Not an 8. How about just do that? Sleuth, 8. This is 7 or 9. Come back to it later. So with 7 and 8, this is either 5 6 or 1 2 3 with a definite 2. In fact, 1 and 2 because I couldn't do 2 3 and break this cell. So this is surprisingly restricted. This is either 5 6 or 1 2. It's like almost. Oh, hang on. Can't have a 7 on the black crop dot, so that's a 7. That 7 gave me a 9 up here. That's not a 9. That is the 9. So that's the fog fully revealed now. No point looking at this cell in the palindrome. So we're just kind of left with normal Sudoku now. Which I admit I'm kind of struggling to reconcile. No 7s anywhere in column 5 other than this cell. So these are 7s. That's not a 7. We are done with 7s. We should be done with 9s as well, surely. That can't be a 9, so this is a 9. And therefore this is a 9, and that is all the 9s. Right, 7, 8, and 9s are done. Are they? 9, 3, 9. They are now. Not 3. Don't know. Yep, don't know. So I need another 1 2 3 and another 5 6. And this can't be the second 5 6 that I need in this column. This has to be in here. And this is 1 2 or 3. It's not a 1 or 2. That is a 3. That's not a 3. That's not a 3. 1 2 pair, in fact, gave me a 3 in there. No 3s. No 3 either. I was going to say the only place for a 6, but that's not true. That could be a 6 too. The fact that I haven't used these cages yet kind of worries me. I think there's probably something there that I'm going to need to spot in a bit. So this is 1 4 or 2 3. 1 2 3 4, not very helpful. Kind of knew all of that. This could still be a 6. Yeah, I'm going to remove that. Excuse me. So 4 5 6. These two are the same. We know that. No, it's not helpful. What am I missing? 1, 4, and 2, 3. Not helpful. Can I remove something from here? No. If I make this 5, 6, that would be 1, 2. That would be 2, 3. This would be 1, 2, 3. If I make this 1, 2, that would be 1, 2. No, that wouldn't be. That would be 5, 6. And this would be. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling here. So it's got to be something to do with the black crop dots that I'm not catching the significance of. So hang on, 5, 6, that's a 4. Places 4 in one of these two cells by Sudoku, which is exactly what we need. So this is a 2, 4 because it can't be an 8. And that is probably enough, isn't it? Help me unwind all of this. I mean, this will be 1 or 3 because it can't be 2 or 4. And it was these two were 1, 2, 3, 4s. 2, 4 in here removes the 1, 2 option. This is 5, 6. This is not 5, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3, except it's not a 2. So this is the other 1, 3. Fair enough. So I have another 1, 3, 6 and a 5 in here. That is now, hang on, 1, 2 and then 2, 5. 1, 2, 2, 5. Yeah, not getting it. No 5 in here. But yeah, it could be down there. So this is what? 1, 2. So 1, 2, 5, 6. So this is 1, 2, 6. No 6 anywhere except this cell. There you go. 6, 5, 3, 5, 6, 5. That is probably going to be enough now. This is 4, 6. That's 2, 1, 2, 1. Nope, 2, 1. 5, 2, 5. 3, 1. 4, 1, 2, 4. 5, 6. 6, 1. 6, 2, 1. 1. 6, 4. In fact, that 4 was available ages ago when I sold this 4, 7. Let's just not talk about that. In here is 5, 6 pair, I'm going to say. So that's the 5, that's the 6. And if I've not made any mistakes, that's a 3 for the finish. Another lovely puzzle, Meggen033. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy this one as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video. And I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.